What's up, guys? I just wanted to make a quick video today about these small advantages anyone could use to improve their lives. And let's just start off with the first one. I have my computer down here, so I'm going to be looking down here a lot. So the first one I put is speaking articulately. Let's look at Barack Obama. Let's look at Vivek Ramaswamy. These are potential presidential candidates. And let's be real, if Obama used hood slang, if he said fam in one of his speeches, no one would have voted for him. He wouldn't have been president if he used that type of speech, that type of talking in his presentation to the world. So, for example, like, how can you practically apply this to your life? Learn how to speak articulately and how to be a quick thinker on your speaking skills. So some ways you could practice that are literally do what I did, make a YouTube channel and just spew out your raw thoughts and articulate them, draw the dots while you're speaking. And there's times for articulately speaking, like hello, yes sir, yes ma'am, yes please, yeah, I'll do that. And there's also times for like the slang. There's also times for what's up fam, what's good with you, what is Jit yapping about? Like there's different times, there's different advantages to using these different speeches. With like one, you have an advantage with your friends because it just feels more comfortable. And then on the other hand, you have an advantage in the workplace and in your professional career or whenever you're dealing with the outside world. It's better to use articulate speaking. Save the slang for your friends, okay? I'm not saying, this isn't to say be fake. This isn't to say repress your true self. This means to just take advantage of the way you speak. This isn't, a lot of people say that if you suppress the true way you speak, you're being fake, you're being unauthentic. And I truly disagree with you because it's just limiting your potential. Would you speak like with this hood slang I'm not saying hood slang to be like any type of, I'm not trying to be racist, not trying to be, you guys know me well if you've been watching the channel. I'm just saying if you use any type of slang, like there's different accents in like New York, New Jersey. If you use that accent, if you don't pronounce things like clearly the right way I say it like this because it's really subjective to how you view that. If you don't do it the right way, then people are just going to view you as unprofessional. I can't have this guy working in my office. I can't have this guy hanging around the people, the coworkers, you know? So yeah, just give yourself these advantages. Make it easier for yourself when you're in these situations. Don't think of it as suppressing your true identity, but just think of it as taking advantage of, okay, my camera just said it was like low, so I just clicked it. But yeah, don't think it's fake. Just utilize this as like an advantage that you could take advantage of. The next advantage I have right here is, and the last point too, like look at the presidential candidates. I'm not saying I support one party or the other, but like look at how Obama spoke so articulately. That's why he won. Look how Vivek Ramaswamy is doing right now. I'm not saying I support these guys. I'm just saying like look at how they're speaking. He's a very good speaker, very good debater. He can answer questions like boom, boom. And that's like one of his main strengths. I think he has a very strong chance because of his speaking ability. That's why people like him so much. And then look at our current president right now, Joe Biden. Look at how he's being made fun of on social media because of his speech impediment. He's grown old. So of course, like that happens when you grow old. It's sad. But just these things are still applying. Even if you're old, just a good piece of advice for that is, a good piece of advice I could give you based on like the presidency. If you look at Joe Biden, if you look at Vivek Ramaswamy, it's better to speak slowly. If I was Joe Biden, I would just speak slowly without pauses. Okay, that seems to be like the best thing that he could do. And even for you guys, if you have trouble like if you have a lot of pauses, like you've noticed in my voice in the past couple of minutes, just speak slowly and then be able articulate your thoughts, so you keep on talking and you don't have any pauses, if you get what I mean. Okay, but the next advantage I have here is to be well dressed. Be well dressed. And specifically wear tailored clothes. If you're wearing a tailored suit, you'll just appear more reliable and successful. Suits are more, they show your body more, they show your body shape. They, especially if you get them tailored, they show like the V taper, and it makes you more confident. It tells other people, okay, this guy's probably a leader, this guy's probably the man, he could probably get things done. Whereas opposed to if I just walked into the interview with a hoodie and some black trainers, I probably wouldn't appear that way, and I wouldn't get that mini advantage. Like, why wouldn't I want that advantage? You might as well just crop the advantage through your clothes. I mean, why not? And you feel good anyway when you dress well, so it's like a win-win. The world perceives you better and you feel good. Like, there's no reason not to dress good all the time. Like, it's 9 p.m. and I just put on this shirt for the video because it looked nice. So yeah, I feel good right now. I don't feel like some snob, some musty little kid. I don't feel like that right now. Because usually I used to wear like a Coca-Cola shirt at night. I used to wear like these house shirts in the house, and they were just ugly. And yeah, I suspect a lot of people do that everywhere, but it's good to have this confidence boost. It makes you feel more professional, especially since I'm recording this video now. It just helps me out like that. Next, I'll put up 2 pictures of me to prove like that a tailored suit will do you so much better than like a piece that isn't tailored. I'll put 2 pictures. This one is me in a tailored suit, and then this one is me in an untailored suit. Look at the difference between these pictures, bro. I look a lot better in this one on the left, on my left. I think is your right. Okay. But yeah, the power of getting a tailored suit, like you don't even have to spend that much money on the piece itself. Get a cheap button-up shirt, get a cheap button-up shirt, get a cheap t-shirt, but just take it to the tailor and then pay them to fit it around you, okay? And that will be so much better than just getting like these brand name clothes. It's so much better to invest in cheap clothes, but just get them tailored, okay? And then it'll come out to around the same cost as like the clothes you're gonna buy anyway. So yeah, but look at the difference. It's truly amazing what a tailor can do for you, okay? And this goes hand in hand with my next point. Oh, and yeah, if you show up to the interview wearing a tailored suit, you'll look like the man. You'll look professional. You'll look like you got some self-respect. You'll look like you actually give a crap about yourself, all right? People will treat you like you care about yourself. Like, they'll hold the door open for you. They'll be scared to like bump into you. They'll apologize after. They'll fix your chain if it's like unorganized, if it's like not straight. Yeah, there's so many benefits that just come with better clothes, better appearances. And this comes hand in hand with my next point, which is exercise. Now, if you are getting a tailored suit, it's probably better. It's a lot better if you are in shape in the first place. If you're at least skinny or muscular, that's good. But if you're a little bit on the chubby side, if you're a little fat, that won't really help you with the tailored pieces. The tailored pieces won't really show much. So honestly, your best bet is just go to the gym for the rest of your life. Like, if you haven't already started and you're overweight, go to the gym. Even if you're skinny, like, look at me. I'm a pretty skinny guy. I don't know if the camera does me any good, but I'm really skinny for my age. Like, I am 130 pounds and I'm 5'10". So that's really skinny for my age, okay? It's because I run a lot. I run like 7 to 8 miles a day, and I do cross country and track. It's not like I'm gonna do this for the rest of my life. I think you could get away with being skinny in your teenage years because you don't really look like a man yet. But when it's time in like your 20s, early 30s, you should probably go to the gym and get buffed up, because if you just look wider, you're gonna get more respect. If you see any guy who just appears muscular, you will have a certain level of respect for him like right away. It's like you don't even know the guy, but you know he's put in the work and you just respect him already that much. Whereas if you just see some skinny guy, like I'd say if you see me on the street, I'm pretty skinny. You don't know, you have this level of respect if you don't know me, okay? You have this level of respect. Even if you don't know that I run like 9-10 miles a day, you don't know that based on my body, okay? It's really like going to the gym and getting big and getting muscular is honestly so much, it has so many benefits. Like I can't really talk about it right now because I'm not really that muscular. I'm just lean. And being lean has its own benefits too, because you have low body fat and your cheekbones show out more, and you look better when you're lean, like all the time. So really, yeah, if you're in your teens, don't really worry about going to the gym yet. I'd say focus on sports if you're doing a sport, but if you're not doing a sport, you might as well just start going to the gym. Why not? But if you are passionate about a sport like I am right now, let me show you all these bibs. Look at all those bibs. Those are all race numbers. I'm just going to wait till I'm over with high school cross country, and then I'll stop running as much and get into the gym. And that's honestly what I would recommend for you guys if you have a sport. Just continue until the end of high school. Or if you get into college, keep doing it until you're finished with that. But yeah, being lean, not even muscular, just being lean it's so good for your looks, and you'll appear better, you'll appear more professional. You just get treated differently when you look good. Okay, it's sad to say honestly, but it's true. If you see a fat guy walk into the interview, I'm just using an interview all the time as an example because like that's the best way to show the way human nature works. So like if you see a fat guy walk into the interview and he's interviewing for the job, the employer immediately thinks, okay, this guy doesn't really take care of himself. He's not really gonna inspire the team. He's not really gonna, he doesn't really bring anything right away. Whereas if you bring like a 200-pound guy, lean, muscular, he immediately just brings that leader-like quality. You appear bigger, you appear like a leader. It's just naturally in our human psyche over the past like 2,000 years, we've been programmed to think of bigger people who are muscular as more attractive in a leadership sense. So like that's going to be the more attractive candidate. And it's interesting because it used to be like if you were fat, like back in the 1700s, 1600s, if you were fat, that was a good thing. That's what people wanted. If you had a big belly, that was good for you. People would actually find that attractive because it showed that you had the money. It showed that you were rich. It showed that you had all the bread, all the vegetables, all the meats, wine. But today it's different. It's the opposite. Today it's the poor people. I'm not saying like poor people aren't people, but I'm saying like poor people on average, they can't afford like healthier foods. Healthier foods have gone up in price because they're more sought after now. The grass-fed steaks, the non-pesticide vegetables, and junk food is only like $2 now. A box of cereal is like $4 or $5. A box of cereal with 7 grams of sugar in it. More than that actually, like 40, 30 grams of sugar in it. These junk foods are really cheap, so it just makes sense that poor people are gonna buy these foods more on average, and they're more palatable, they taste better. So yeah, the rich people, and it works like this, because rich people now, they are seen as more of lean people, athletic people, as muscular, because they have access to these higher level foods. They have access to these meats. They have access to the vegetables. They don't need to eat the junk food. It just makes sense. But yeah, it switched over the past century or two. fat people having a big belly isn't really attractive anymore. And that's because of our economy. Yeah, I've been yapping a lot. Just use that slang. That was kind of hypocritical because I'm saying speak articulately and I say yap. Okay. But you know what I mean. Just speak like articulately. Okay. All right. I can't really think of anything else to say. My name is Forrest Faisal. Think big. Use these advantages. Make your life easier with them. I don't see why you wouldn't. Yeah. Follow the Instagram. I'm out.